Have you ever broken up over a movie? I definitely have. In college, I dated this girl that we'll call Gabby. Gabby and I had been on the rocks in a while, going off, then on, then off again, circling like vultures around our dead relationship. It was the worst. It was during one of these on times that we decided to sit down and watch one of her favorite movies, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, a science fiction drama written by Charlie Kaufman and starring Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet. Now, if you've ever smoked American Spirits or used boxed hair dye, you've definitely seen this film. But for the rest of our audience, I'll explain the plot briefly. This is your obligatory spoiler warning. Joel, played by Jim Carrey, lives a meaningless existence. He goes to work every day, he comes home, spends time alone until he goes to bed. But all of that changes when he randomly decides to go to Montauk in the winter. While on the train, he meets Clementine, played by Kate Winslet. Even though the two are polar opposites, they end up striking up a relationship. This is a bad decision though, because they eventually come to resent each other, which results in Clementine undergoing a procedure to erase Joel from her memory. This is initially a secret, but Joel finds out and decides to undergo the same procedure too. During this process, in the deepest recesses of his mind, Joel realizes he doesn't actually want to forget Clementine, and so he decides to fight for their memories. He's largely unsuccessful, but a figment of Clementine remains in his mind, leading him back to her and meaning the entire toxic cycle can begin again. Joel and Clementine's relationship perfectly illustrates why memory deletion is a nightmare. Forgetting why their relationship failed dooms them to make the same mistakes over and over again. After the movie, I sat there on my ex's denim couch, or jouch if you will, thinking about the implications of such a procedure in everyday life. That's when Gabby interrupted my thinking, changing my perception of our entire relationship. She said, "That's us. We're Joel and Clementine. No matter what happens, we'll always find our way back to each other." Suddenly, everything changed. I realized that she was right. Even without our memories being erased, we had doomed ourselves to having the same arguments, saying the same apologies, and breaking the same promises to do better next time. Charlie Kaufman's clever writing had mirrored what I was going through in my own life. This revealed a clear disconnect between the two of us. While I viewed the film as a cautionary tale, she thought that it was a more hopeful ending. She thought that the procedure allowed the ill-fated couple to forget all of their differences and start over anew. Our contrasting viewpoints had never been more obvious. And then we broke up. The feeling of being Joel was so powerful that it led to me ending my relationship. Because let's be honest, Joel kinda sucks. The credits rolled not only on screen, but on our relationship. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind hadn't just entertained us, it held up a mirror to our messy, cyclical love story. And ultimately, the movie gave me the clarity to realize that some chapters do need to come to an end. And I've never looked back. Except for when I rewatched the movie. But hey, some memories are worth keeping.